So this week I had to research advertising and recruiting, and I chose to research advertising in the food service business place. I discovered an article about Taco Bell, and they actually had a lawsuit against them claiming that they had false advertising. The lawsuit claimed that they were using a product called taco meat filling and advertising it as beef. So what happened is that they did research and found out that the manufacturer that they received their ground beef from, it is labeled as a taco meat filling. Now, they went to the USDA and found out that this is perfectly fine as long as the manufacturer is writing that it's a taco meat filling and that it contains 40% of solid beef, that it is legitimate and there's nothing wrong with it. There are no actual regulations as to what the restaurant has to call the ground beef. So Taco Bell can advertise it any way they want, and there's no problem with that, as long as the manufacturer that they're using complies to the rules about labeling and the 40% beef. Taco Bell also does agree to say that it is not 100% organic beef and that there's nothing in the meat that you wouldn't put in your taco at home. So they're saying, yes, it's not 100% beef, but at the same time, it's how you would make a taco at home, and you wouldn't call it taco meat filling. If you were making a taco, you would just call it beef or seasoned beef, in which Taco Bell does do. And so Taco Bell says that they have 88% beef in their filling and 12% seasonings, spices, water, and other ingredients in which they do not specify. So I think just by them not specifying this, that raises another red flag, because people are wondering, okay, how much of that 12% is other ingredients and how much of that 12% is this mystery ingredient, which they won't talk about. So they aren't legally doing false advertising, but they are being deceptive with their customers, in which it's not creating a good brand name for the Taco Bell company. So a research company out of Illinois University Urbana went to see what the other ingredients were, and they did find a list of ingredients such as soy lecithin, which is an emulsifier. They also found autolyzed yeast extract, which is a flavor enhancer such as MSG, which really is just like salt is to MSG, just something that brings out the flavors, but it is more of a chemical flavor enhancer rather than natural. There's also maltodextrin, which can be used as a sweetener or a thickener, and probably uses both in their filling. They also had isolated oat, which is a filler or binder, just as you would use breadcrumbs in a hamburger. They're using this for their ground beef for their tacos. And they also add caramel color to enhance the flavor or the color of the beef, because it isn't of the highest quality, and so therefore they need to make it look more appealing to the customer. Now, overall, Taco Bell did win legally, and they did nothing wrong, and they did cover everything. And so as a business, they did do something right, because they did understand the law in which they could advertise as they wanted to. But at the same time is that they're being deceptive in the fact that they're saying, oh, this is just beef or seasoned beef, in which there is a little bit more to it. All of the other ingredients that are in the product are not harmful, and you do find them in everyday processed foods anyhow. And so that's really a consumer error, in which they're not reading labels and understanding, hey, this is in all of your food. But at the same time, people are going to get mad when they realize, oh, it's a taco meat filling rather than just beef. So Taco Bell I think will be more careful now when they advertise their different products, because they don't want people being deceptive. And I think that if they were to be a little bit more honest, maybe that their product quality would be higher. One of the Taco Bell heads actually said that they know that this is not good for them and that it is good, so they do eat it from time to time. So when you have somebody saying, hey, look, it's not good for you, but it's alright if you have it occasionally, and we're gonna lie to you about what's in it because you don't really need to know, then you have like a whole crossbred of messages, because people are seeing that you're saying it's bad for you, you're hiding what's in it, so then they start to question all of your other products. So maybe if the company becomes more honest, then they will upgrade their products along with being honest to the customer, and therefore the customer will be much happier. Really, Taco Bell isn't the only company that does this, and most fast food places do advertise things such as 100% beef, which really you can't do most of the time. So in the end, Taco Bell did nothing wrong legally, and their business is secure, and really this isn't going to be a huge blunder for such a well-established company such as Taco Bell. But the takeaway message, I believe, is that you should always use honesty and full disclosure when you are dealing with your business, because customers are going to jump to conclusions when you lie about one thing, that your whole company is a big lie. So therefore, I just say be honest with everything. It'll improve your company and it'll improve your customer relations. So, and that's all.